Hey, what's up guys, it's Cypher. We just got some huge leaks about the rest of Fortnite Season 6, and I'm going to be breaking that down in today's video. Tilted Towers could be returning as Gotham City, as well as Wonder Woman and Robin potentially coming to the Fortnite universe, and the Batman items could be returning, as well as our confirmation about Kevin the Cube's return to Fortnite. We've got a lot to unpack in today's video, so settle in. I think a lot of this is going to be very interesting about the future of Fortnite. The reason we know all of this is because of the first chapter of the Batman x Fortnite comic it released. If you guys do not know, there's a quick recap. Fortnite and DC are partnering up to release a Fortnite x Batman comic. So let's get into it. Earlier today, Fortnite put out a teaser on their Twitter regarding the Fortnite Batman comic. And there's some really unexpected things in the teaser and trailer. About halfway through the teaser, we see a scene where Batman and Catwoman are fighting off enemies. And there's a mini Kevin floating around them. Just a miniature sized Kevin in the picture. This is pretty much confirmation that Kevin the Cube is going to return in some way this season. What does this mean exactly when we see Kevin the Cube being broken down into such a small form? Is he going to be a consumable that you can pick up and eat, just like the crystals and the hop rocks? Could he potentially give the effect that the ruins used to give, that he laid around the old map that would kind of bounce you up into the air? We're not entirely sure if Kevin the Cube is returning as a consumable or if he's going to be available all around the map and you can collect him. But we do see him clear as day in this comic, so there'll definitely be some sort of return. One thing's for sure, since he's coming back, we got to find a new name for these mini Kevin the Cubes. I mean, Kevin the Cube was literally named Kevin by the Fortnite community themselves. So now we just have to find a new name for the smaller version of Kevin. I'm sure you guys can comment down below what names you guys can think of. Another important detail in this trailer and the comic is Batman's look. He basically got kidnapped and brought into the Fortnite universe against his will. So now he had to get creative and he built some armor from himself. So the 0-point Batman skin looks really cool and it will eventually be in the item shop. But if you have all the comics purchased and you get all the codes for the comics, you can get the skin early, just like how I got the Harley Quinn Rebirth skin early for having the first comic. In the trailer, Batman also had the same iconic pose as he did in the Fortnite Gotham City trailer all the way back from 2019. Now, this might not be enough information for us to just jump the gun and say that Gotham City is coming back, but consider this. First of all, we know Batman is going to cause map changes to the Fortnite map as the comics go on. That's pretty much what Epic has said regarding these comics. They're going to be directly linked to the game and the updates that are happening in the game. So in the first comic, we see a big rift open above Gotham City. So it's safe to assume that most likely what's going to happen is the rift is going to consume the entirety of Gotham City and bring it to the Fortnite universe and plant it somewhere on the map. Also, in one of the loading screens for Fortnite Season 6 Chapter 2, we see the Tier 100 skin overlooking the Fortnite map. And one interesting thing is that in this picture, the spire is still there, but all the buildings around the spire have kind of evolved and developed. The primal buildings that we have right now could evolve throughout the season, and it's shown so clearly in this picture. You have these like skyscrapers and buildings that are not primal looking. So what most likely could happen is throughout the season, all these buildings could evolve and they might be, transformed into more modern buildings. People also pointed out that in the top left, there's a building that looks like Haunted Hills. You can clearly see the big distinctive bridge in the picture. This is all very possible, but I think what we're seeing here is bits and pieces of Gotham City in that loading screen. That building on the top left matches the bridge that was originally in the tilted POI. And there's a building with a smokestack, which matches up with the factories that were in the original Gotham POI. There's also a huge tower over on the right, which could be the Wayne Tower. I remember the huge tower that was kind of in the center. We can see from this loading screen, Gotham is in there. Epic always likes putting things and teasing things ahead of time. And this is like the perfect way to tease the return of Gotham City. And guys, if that's not enough information about Gotham City coming back to Fortnite, Donald Mustard changed his Twitter location to Gotham City. He's done this in the past. This is definitely a hint at a return for Gotham City to Fortnite. And this isn't the only places where we're getting teases. Donald Mustard, the creative director of Epic Games, and he might have just dropped a huge teaser as to which DC characters are coming to the Fortnite universe. So just to give you an example of some of the teases that Donald Mustard has done in the past, just a few months ago, he tweeted a video of a Lego, roller coaster set that he built. All of these characters ended up coming to the Fortnite universe. It was Ghostbuster, Joker, and Mandalorian. And this was tweeted before those skins were in the game. So in a recent Instagram story, Donald was talking about the Batman 0 Point comic. There was a very, very obvious Wonder Woman statue behind him. And not only that, he ended up saying Batman is his, one of his favorite characters of all time. And then he looks back at the Wonder Woman statue. And it can't be more obvious than this. There will most likely be a Wonder Woman skin. Wonder Woman will make an appearance in the comics. Honestly, it's a safe bet to make this assumption. So the writer of the Batman Fortnite comic even said that it's going to be 1 or 2 surprise revealed DC characters during the comics. Based off of the Donald Mustard IG story, we can see that one of them is most likely Wonder Woman. Who's the other character? Well, in the first issue of the comics, the big crack appears in the sky over Gotham, and we know this is a rift from the Fortnite island. Batman quickly tries to check out the 0 Point and see what's going on. In the background, we see a unique character in the iconic Spider-Man pose, climbing up the side of the building. This character ends up jumping down and swooping in and then knocking Batman into the 0 Point. Now everyone's thinking Spider-Man, but remember, this is DC Comics. I don't think we're gonna have any Marvel DC crossover happening during this comic. I mean, it's a small chance. Anything's possible in the Fortnite universe, but the character has some sort of sword on his back, and this could be a G.I. Joe character or Deathstroke. As we know, they're going to be in the comics as well, but I have a feeling that sword is actually Robin's iconic bow staff. So this could be Robin pushing Batman in. It could be another DC character, but that, shadowy figure is most likely the other character that's being hinted as coming to the, as being a surprise reveal during the DC Comics. Let's jump into the comic book pages and, kind of go over some of the pages and kind of explain what's going on. In this first, page, we see Batman get sucked into the rift. Immediately, he's getting attacked by Fortnite characters. He doesn't really know who he is. He doesn't know his name. As you know, one of the side effects of entering the Fortnite universe and being in the loop is you kind of forget your name. You forget who you are. But he knows how to fight. He's still Batman, and he's outplaying people. And you'll notice that he's using his batarangs a lot. I think there's a really good chance they will make a return as an item in the Fortnite universe. Probably when Gotham ends up making an appearance, the batarangs will return as well. And eventually, he gets away after beating them up, back into the action, and he's fighting more people, except this time he is accompanied by Catwoman. And by the way, Catwoman and Batman in the comics, in the actual canon comics right now, they are married, so that's why they know each other. They see the storm off in the distance. It's closing in. They're beating everybody. And then they're the last two standing in the storm. And they have this, intimate moment. This is their final moments. They think that they're going to be gone forever. But like we all know, the loop repeats itself. So the storm closes. Everybody is dead. And then it starts over from the beginning. The next few chapters are most likely going to be about Batman realizing this and trying to find a way to escape the loop. One more note, we did get confirmation that update 16.3 is coming out next Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.